Twinkle Toes. No.
No, Twinkie.
How about
Twinkie?
Something glitter poop.
Twinkie Toes. No, Twinkie Toes, and he's gonna be
Twinkie Toes glitter poop.
No, and he's gonna be.
And you're an elf of some sort.
No, I'm not an elf.
Star Toes glitter poop.
No, Twinkie Toes.
I will let you
Okay.
know. I will never be able to say your name seriously.
Twinkie Toes.
I was crack up laughing.
We are
live
live
streaming. Don't worry, you can nickname me Twinkie.
I do like
Should
Twinkie
be.
Toes.
We can't actually copyright.
Is that a copyright?
Yeah, Twinkie. Yeah, Twinkie is.
I believe Walmart owns it now, though, so we'll be all right.
Oh, that is true.
We bought it.
Yeah, I think you guys did buy Hostess.
We bought it. Hostess. So.
That's hilarious.
Don't worry, I can get us the rights.
It's like we will-
no worries, guys. I got the connects.
He knows who the content is.
Because they were not going to make
That's
Twinkies
nice.
anymore until we bought it. I remember.
Oh,
Twinkies was a thing. Yeah, we bought it and we're making Twinkies now.
Why would they stop making Twinkies?
We ran into this problem before.
Because they want the world
Didn't
to
we
go into
bring your
anarchy.
affinity up already?
That's why they were going to stop.
What I got on that
Except
paper
the
is
only
what
thing
it
that
is.
keeps
But
Hostess
So-
there.
your
people like
MAPR is
me
at
with crayons
9,
on
and I don't
Well,
understand
Hostess
how.
died. That was the problem.
Oh,
Because
How
I
does
just
Hostess
brought it
die?
up, and it
Like
should be at 9.
MAPR?
Mismanagement.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
eh?
That's the middle
Oh,
that goes
wow.
vitality,
Yeah.
APR, MAPR.
Yeah,
Like how
It's
I
5,
saved up
4,
I brought it up
money.
and
minus
then you like
1.
You don't have
annexed
any.
it or whatever it's called.
No, it
I've
should
been
be
thinking-
8. And then I just brought it up to
No,
9.
it shouldn't be 8.
It says minus armor shield 1.
I've been thinking
Um,
we should make an EverLore
Yeah, 5 and
video
4 is 9 minus
Well,
1.
We're not going to do that, but we
I
can.
And then that's why I was like, I just brought it up. Why is it still 9?
we'll bring it up more because I need it to be 10.
I've made a video game. I need to
That's what I'm trying to get to.
I mean, if you really want it to be 10, we can
What
bring
you
your will
should
up
do
for
is you should
cheaper.
make
Well,
a
whatever.
Because
system to
because
play,
hear me out.
like,
That'll actually increase everything you're talking about.
role
So let's
play
bring up
games
that will.
over, like,
So I
a
spent
game,
35
like,
and now 28
where like
Okay.
you can do the
on your
dice
willpower.
and
So
everything.
now your willpower is at 5.
Unity. Unity is made to
And
video
and
games, not
guess
Zoom
what?
calls.
Your spell dominance and magic resistance have gone up now, and so have your APRs.
We're
Have
trying
you
to
done
figure
all the
out some
math on it
character
so that I don't
sheets.
have to do the math?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean? Like, have you gone all the
I
way
only
down?
spent 35 and 28.
No, I mean,
was
have
just
you
telling
gone
you.
down the aptitude?
No. I mean, I'm doing some of them.
Because
I'm doing some of them. Don't worry.
if they're only partially done, then
Yeah, Cam was like, "This is riveting conversation."
I
this
know,
is
right?
gonna be, this is gonna
Eddie,
be
what are
crappy
your
if it's
thoughts?
only partially
my
done.
my thoughts.
Really,
Alright,
let's talk
listen.
about taxes next.
Do
Let's.
you-
A
You
2D
gotta do them
platformer
all.
game based around EverLore, and I'm the main character.
Oh, I can turn it.
No
down.
rat.
It's fine. I'm just saying, like,
Hi, Cam Fam.
I know what you're
I know we normally have
No,
an
no
intro
Ratten
and
isn't the main
everything,
character.
but we
He's
are
the one who
doing
gives you the main mission.
things a little bit differently because these guys had so much EP that we needed to get these guys to spending them. So hopefully they
Because
can.
we're
character buffs.
Hopefully they
but
can
with the
live.
potential to come strong.
I don't know.
So
Honestly, the fact that we all have so much
Yeah,
unused
read
CP
movement.
makes our
Hey,
survival so
playing
much
one, huh?
Oh, so
more amazing because we're not only are
How
we
did your persuasion not get any of the negatives?
Usually I write it in
My
my.
persuasion got
So
negatives.
kinda
What are you
use
talking
cheat
about? This is how I ended up getting messed up last time.
No, because it said 2
All right.
plus 4 was.
Wow,
6.
they're all working.
Yes.
I'll tell you guys a funny story from work to entertain everyone. So
All right.
we
Let
were
me
Shoot,
join
my
you
friend.
in.
maybe slightly inappropriate, but it's not.
What's the audio?
Slightly inappropriate.
I have a theory now
Okay.
because this
Kid
all came from
kid
we
friendly.
were looking for
Kid friendly.
the ramen hot and spicy beef.
Okay.
And I was like, man, that's kind of like an inappropriate name for a food, right? Hot and spicy beef. And then I came up with this theory that everything I've tested thus far has applied.
Mm-hmm.
If you take a dessert food, like name a dessert food, chocolate mousse, right? And you name a random city,
Chicago.
If you combine those two, it sounds like a dirty act. The Chicago chocolate mousse, right? If you say that in like a sentence,
That's true.
and don't ask me how I made the connection.
Like the Cincinnati Carbon
Wow.
apple.
Oh my gosh. Firstly, don't ever put that on our stream again. That is not allowed. Cam fam, you won't be seeing him next week. That's
Like, wait,
This was not
I'll
my
do your
doing.
favor. I'll do your favor.
It's
Wait.
a fact of the
There you go.
universe
I'm going.
that if you take a random city and a random dessert and put them together, it doesn't sound. It sounds dirty. It does.
Second apple pie. It's so
Minneapolis.
Wow.
Wow, no. Don't bring in, but don't bring
Yeah,
in
so-
Minnesota. No offense, Minnesota.
Minneapolis cheesecake.
I just didn't want this to. I know
Oh,
everybody
that's
thought
actually not-
it was a little bit boring,
Yeah,
so I figured I'd add that in. I came up with that today at work.
Did you do
She
all
came up
the
with the
math?
Minneapolis
Yeah,
cheesecake.
all
That's
that.
I'm trying to
exactly
think
right.
what. I'm
That's
trying to
pretty-
think of
all
one that
the
doesn't
things.
sound.
Maybe.
good.
Yeah.
Or is it?
So then I want.
I'm trying to
Let's not Google it and
How
find out.
about the Minneapolis
I mean, what
strawberry?
else do you want?
The longer, the more things you
I
add
think the rest of it should go into
your imagination.
your protein.
It's
I think we
it's-
should just boom your protein and make
It's the
that.
Minneapolis strawberry
All
shortcake.
right.
Okay,
What about my little dots?
that's what I'm saying. So I found a way to increase your
See,
MAPI
that's true though.
and your
I
spread.
did it
trying
at
to-
random and it worked, right?
I'm
By hitting
trying
the
to
core
think of something
stuff
that.
so
I'm
that
trying
also
to
you
un-
qualify for these next
Keep up.
things that'll also.
trying to unprove
So
your.
I found a way to do that.
It's an
But the
it's
next
a
step
truth.
is getting that protein at 8. 'Cause
There's
once
a
that's
lot.
at 8,
There's a lot. that
boom,
can
boom,
be-
boom, boom, boom. All this other stuff is going to start hitting.
I just
Alright.
happened to run it.
So-
It's
Doing some quick math.
Oh, it's
I
Three,
just happened to-
This is also
Like
so
to get to
Kinda like
30,
Walmart
to get to 6 is 33 EP. And then we add 14 and 16, which is another 30 EP.
I found something.
So to get to 8 is 66
Stop,
EP,
though.
63
It's full
EP.
chocolate.
Okay.
Does not sound inappropriate.
How much EP do you have left?
Chocolate's not really.
143 minus the 63 I've spent.
Bro, I got a slight issue here.
Yeah, what's up?
So on the new sheet, I just
I don't
realized
know.
there's no thing over here in the persona benefits for 600 EP.
Turn this
Yeah,
thing
there's-
on.
No, look.
Go across.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, it goes further.
Yeah.
It goes.
I thought you'd see the man.
Somebody said I can't see young pineapple goat. Oh, thanks for watching,
Turn
Bloodstar.
this on.
63 and 63 is 126, so you do have enough. So I'm gonna.
I have enough. Good.
I have
Um,
one
I
question.
couldn't get.
Where's your
Where's
camera at?
Okay. 143 minus 126. Does somebody have that?
Oh, you said you-
17, right?
Yeah, good. What'd you say?
143 minus 126. That should be 17.
We gotta fix this.
Cam fam, if you have the answer, there's an EP on the line. for you
It's
as well.
17.
Oh, I was right. Okay, great. With that 17, here's what I'm going to do for you. We're going to go ahead and firstly give you Compel Me Not, because that's what you needed. Where's that?
Somebody gets the Rose name.
Oh, you, Pocket?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sick. So with Compel Me Not, that's only going to cost 6 EP. So you still have 11 left over.
well, look at
And
that
that gives you
video.
+1 to mental fortitude and magic resistance. So that's going to give your mental fortitude another boost of 2, which makes your mental fortitude 11, and then your magic resistance is going to get a boost to 13, which is going to boost that to 28. Okay, boom, with Compel Me Not. And that's also going to get you what? +1 magic resistance. Oh, you shrug off spells. Okay, yeah, +1 magic resistance and mental
I have
fortitude.
spell shrug.
No, it's Compel Me Not.
Oh.
This is what you need in order to get, because you have composure.
So diplomacy is gone on the new sheet?
You should have composure.
Yeah, diplomacy's gone.
It is gone.
So what's
See, what we're
diplomacy?
trying to
So
do
what's
is
It
diplomacy?
goes
get
to persuasion. Remember?
all of our
Did you see
stuff
it?
prepared
So okay, so basically I had to add persona,
to use the new
add,
sheet.
add those two numbers
Because
together.
some of
into
us
one,
have been
right?
using the
No.
new sheet.
That's why I
some
said
of
you're
us
not
have
adding
been
them together.
So wait, diplomacy, but I have points for diplomacy and a point
Right.
for.
That's why I said wait until go 6, because I'll have to do those with you.
Okay,
real quick.
So just ignore those. Got it.
Yeah.
Are we good?
No. We are not good, because I'm getting you. Finally, you can either get multi-spell.
I want multi-spell.
Hold on. I haven't even said the other stuff.
Give the man a minute.
I want multi-spell.
Just give her multi-spell.
Fine, but the spell reflex was right there. That was.
I got reflexes.
No, you not these. Oh,
Spell
okay.
reflex is really cool.
I
No,
want to be able to do
these.
multi-spell.
Fine.
No, that's not-
multi-spell. You can have.
Isn't that what that means?
It means that you can cast 2 spells at the same time, provided you have enough MAPR to do both spells in that turn. But the spells have to be 4 tiers apart from each other.
4 tiers apart
That means you can cast a tier 4 spell and a
and a
tier
tier
1.
1. Never mind. What's the other thing?
Oh, now we're interested.
4
I
tiers.
really want to do multi-spell, but that whole caveat.
Well, I mean, it gets better as you go along. There's spell dominate. We gave you that. Spell reflex,
Where's our map camera?
which is inside. It's over
I
there,
turned that around when
so they can see your buddy. Yep, Protean 8, Magical Attunement 8. You don't have Insight 8. Why don't you have Insight at 8?
Hey, I just remember I had that Grimoire of Fire. I think I fully explored.
Yeah, you probably haven't. You probably should. Insight 8. Let's see, Spirit Friend. Swift Spell. Yeah, that's what
And
you
pocket
want.
crossed over another
It's-
100
yeah.
I
AC.
feel
Okay,
like Dragonite
that's what we're
Slayer
gonna get
should
you.
be
We're gonna
red,
get you Swift
but I
Spell.
also
Swift
have
Spell. You cast a spell with the quickness of thought, reducing the spell's APR cost by 1.
Okay.
Unless otherwise specified, the APR of any spell cannot be reduced
Can I
below
have the
1.
black pen?
So now
Okay.
you have that. What's up, that? Here you go.
So which color should a Dragonite?
So now you have Swift Spell, and you
Green.
only,
need the map,
I think in green
so now you have Compel Me Not.
for what is the Dragonite layer shaped like?
I can't tell you, but give me 1 second. And then Swift Spell.
I think they're shaped like a pig.
No.
No.
Just make a circle over them.
Okay. With that, you now have only 2 EP left.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
You have a whole new character, thanks.
It's not a whole new character. I had 143
That's a
EP
whole
to
new
spend.
character.
yeah. I mean, you have half spell, spell dominate, Swift Spell. You're getting pretty sick. You couple half spell with Swift Spell or something like that. You're chucking 3, 4, maybe even 5 spells in 1 turn.
These look exactly the same.
What are you talking about? Your Protean looks whatever. Your magic resistance went up by 2, I believe, and your spell dominance went up by either 1 or 2. Your MAPR went up by 2. Your affinity went up by 1, and your willpower went up by 1, and your Protean went up by
Investment is
8.
still the same.
No, the investment did not change.
And my vitality is the same.
Yes, your vitality
They
investment
had
did not
dots next to it.
change. There's only so much I can do with that EP.
If you kill things faster, you don't have to worry about getting.
So I've got 2 EP left.
Did you in that 143? Did you add the 1 for the group, like confirming today?
I don't know, gosh.
No.
Okay, so you
I didn't add
technically have
any
3.
new EPs.
Okay, so you technically have 3.
Here's my
So you can still
logic.
get another whatever.
Kill more to get
Um,
hurt less.
Yeah, yes, EverLore Game said these guys have a ton of EP to spend,
913.
CamFam. It's always good to spend that EP routinely so that you can make minor adjustments to create your character you want. Yes, that is true. These guys have over hundreds of EP.
Not me. I've been spending mine.
Yes.
This is why we do these things, so
Yeah.
we can teach you and learn to make the game
Yes, yes.
better.
I have Volith. Why
And
do I
also
have
because we
Volith?
forgot to spend it.
Okay,
You have
so
it, that's a good save thing.
we're gonna take a quick pause. I'm gonna address CamFam now because I've gone without addressing them for about 15 minutes. So before we continue this, CamFam, thank you for joining us for another installment of Essence of EverLore. I'm your host in LM, Vondra / Uriah, because I'm not Vondra on this stream today. But super excited that you guys are joining us tonight. We have some awesome things in store. But before we jump into that, I want to let you guys know about our social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We've got Pinterest, we've got Discord, and we've got TikTok. EverLore Game. Go ahead and look that up. Follow, like, tell your friends, share it, all that stuff. We also have a YouTube channel, EverLore Game. Put that in the search bar. Hit the bell so you're notified whenever we upload videos like our live streams and other videos like how-to videos as well. And also hit the like buttons on those and share those to your friends. We also have a site called everlore.com, where we have things like our store, where you can go ahead and purchase your Traveler's Compendium or something like that to get your game started and your own session started with your friends as well. And we also have our Twitch live streams readily available Mondays and Thursdays. Our Monday night stream is 6:45 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's twitch.tv/Essence of EverLore. Thanks everyone who's watching right now. We also have a Twitch stream with Wahuru, my buddies, who we get into some shenanigans as well. It's Thursday nights, 6:50 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that's twitch.tv/EverLore Gang. Now that we've covered all the bases, everybody say hi to Cam Fam.
Hi, Cam Fam.
Hey,
I'm
Awesome.
estimating what I think this fort looks like.
Yes. And yes, Baylock, that is true. It is kind of fun to do a real big, like 100 to 150 EP haul sometimes, because you come out with a crazy character.
So it has to fit in.
You don't really know what you have until you like get in the game and see how it like affects how the game changes
No, it's on
for
a
you.
tall hill,
So-
so it has to blend in
so,
with the environment.
Now, as per
Whispering
usual,
at me.
I know, right? As per usual, we normally start with a recap, but we had someone hit their next 100 EP mark. So, guys, if you want to explain, whoever wants to take a crack at explaining what happens every 100 EP in this awesome boundless game that we call EverLore. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We'll let the dice decide. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
My one, since I'm
That's
standing
4.
right here.
Yeah,
That's
Best
die.
that's a Festus.
It's usually
So
on like
you roll 2d6s and a d8. And, well, I believe, first of all, what 100 level is he hitting? 700. So at your even number hundreds, 2, 4, 6, you get to add what they call a persona benefit. But at the odd, which you also get on the even as well, you roll 2d6s and a d8. And the 2d6s, one goes to your hits, and one goes to your vestment. So you can pick which goes to which. And then your d8 goes to your vitality.
Okay, that was really good. I'll give you 2 EP for that. Sweet. Alrighty. And with that, Pocket, would you like to do the honors? Which one are you rolling first?
Always the D8.
Okay, that's going to your vitality. What you doing?
That's a 3.
Okay. Hey, that's better than 1.
That's better than I rolled last time.
There you go.
All right, now the first D6
Uh-huh.
is a 3.
Oh, no.
The
Okay.
next one's gonna be a 6.
Hey, straight 3s aren't bad.
Wow, she's actually right. And
It's a
the
6. A 3 and a 6. Okay, so where's that 6 going though? That's the toughie.
No, that's not.
I think that goes to the hits.
I think the 6 will definitely go to hits.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I
And
was
those go to our enhancements. No. Those go to our
Goes
base.
your base.
base.
Yes.
I've been adding it to my enhancement.
Oh, no, you definitely want to hit your base.
Well, it still has the same number. I just need to adjust my number here.
Yeah.
I will definitely take that. I needed one of those.
Okay.
My rolls have been pretty
So there we go.
bad.
So while
almost
he's
done
filling in his few stats, who's trying for the recap?
Me.
I'll try.
1, 2, 3.
I will.
4.
Noah. Raise your hand.
I'm busy imagining.
Okay. That is a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay.
The fest die.
So it's a Festus again.
Oh.
Wow.
I got a double 0.
He is
So,
like killing it.
I mean, you're lucking down on my rolls. Maybe that might not bode well for you guys because I've max rolled every die I rolled
It's not gonna
tonight.
happen during the game.
So
Mm.
the guy who in previous things, so Methoboa MVP award a couple of times back, dominated will, or what's the name of the spell?
Force compassion.
Force compassion. Thank you, Noah.
Yes.
I did my homework.
This guy who was like hardcore, he ended up Mauricio the vampire. I don't know if he killed him or just beat him real bad. He just was really hardcore. He killed lots of the guys. He killed most of the people in the fort. His name was Susamin, or somebody's name was Susamin.
The Dragonauts.
It was the Dragonaut who came in and saved us from the crazy guy. Radden's got the assist on this for sure. Yeah. So after Susamin comes in and saves us from the guy who was killing us after he killed everybody else, then we healed him.
Okay. This is all.
Pocket cast bear strength on him. And then Susamin and and he has a silver whip. I healed the dude, Susamin, for 18. Again, we keep trying to help this guy because he's choking out the other bad dude that was really giving us a hard time.
Out, yeah.
The enemy
Vogelith
is my friend.
died, but then he didn't really die. There was a tree, his sister, some stuff.
There's a tree and his sister and some stuff.
Yeah, he ended up absorbing some power. He came back to life, kind of. He's alive. Mephiboa got all rage-filled because Vogelith was her boy, and they've been together for a long time. So she attacked. There was one single rat that I noticed, and then he takes off on some bat wings. I named that a brat, which is a bat/rat.
Okay.
I wrote that down. Even.
That should be an actual creature.
Bat plus rat equals brat.
Yes.
That should be a real.
And then we took a break.
I support that.
And then we were going to follow Susamin through the mirror door. And he ended up carrying Vogelith through, I believe, because he was unconscious. We ended up figuring out how did we get Pocket through? I can't remember. Somebody will have to fill that in.
They hit lightning.
Hold on. Don't leave that. Leave that.
Yeah.
And then we were back in the Hall of Mirrors. Telemarna came back, and then an armor suit Urigan throws an axe. Dragonaut.
Okay.
So I wrote, I don't know.
Okay. All right. This is an interesting recap.
Keep going.
I'll
That's
give
just
you.
what I wrote.
Okay. I'll
Wow.
give you
He's
10
got
more
paragraphs.
seconds.
Dictionary.
As things happen, I write them down, and then it doesn't really work out so well when I read through it. Like,
Like,
This
what was
happens.
this?
We did, yes, I understand.
Okay. Interesting. Who wants to? Let's see. Everybody wanted to try and clean that up. Let's go for what is that? Is that another 10? If that's another 10, that's crazy.
all right, I'll go again.
It's no. Okay, we left out. It's a 2. Go ahead, Naradin.
Okay. Well, we saved the guy.
Wow,
We saved a man.
riveting recaps, everybody.
1,000 EP. Good stuff.
Oh man.
Sissaman, and
Let's
he
see the
beat
guy.
up the other guy, the
Mm.
Zernabra worshiper,
Mhm.
whatever, that beating up Mauricio. And
Mhm.
then we left because Vogelith had almost died, and we had to get the guy back and get Vogelith back so he doesn't die
Yes.
again.
Yeah.
Again, for real this time.
Yeah. And then we went to the Dragonaut Slayer, which looks like this.
Mhm.
I did that off of memory.
That was really good.
That is
Yeah.
good.
They have a boom so no one gets in the river. The ships. They strategic planning.
Yeah.
And then so
he can transfer. Everything else you just transfer over.
yeah, and then so we got them back. The blacksmith came.
You
He
might
was
have
happy
new abilities.
because everyone else had betted we would die like immediately, but he betted we would make it back. He was rich now. He got like 2 dragon pieces worth or something.
Dragon talent?
Dragon talents.
So
Whatever.
I just transfer.
Just the numbers.
Or something. He got money. And then
Oh, this isn't you guys. This is mine.
Bogriff got hurt, so we went back. We went to the Dragonauts twice in a row with a severely injured person.
Okay.
All right. Okay, and then we learned. I learned how to cook. That happened.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah.
All right, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and roll again. Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
just done.
Yeah. No,
That's what happened.
I'm letting the rest of y'all know. That was 1. Let me see. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's
That's
me.
you.
Yep.
Dude, I don't remember anything.
Bruh.
I was really hoping like something would spark my memory or whatever. I mean,
You
part
couldn't.
that I
You couldn't
remember-
glean any details.
well,
I can help.
I
Yeah.
remember
We got
a few
assist.
things. Like I remember like following this guy that I have beef with.
Oh yeah.
Even though I didn't want to follow him, I think he threatened me or something like that.
Definitely did not.
He attacked Boglyph and you hated it because
Yeah,
Boglyph
right.
was
I
wrong.
remember that part. He attacked Vogel
He didn't threaten.
and I tried to attack him back, but
The
it
rest
was
of the party
it
just
was
went.
like pointless. And so it came to like, are you gonna go or aren't you? Because everybody else was leaving. And so I was like, well, fine. And I went with everyone else. I think there were some stairs. I'm not sure. Yeah, I really don't remember anything like,
Okay.
at all.
Alrighty. Let us roll again. Josh.
All right. So as a little cleanup then. So basically, starting off from that session, we had just freed the Sesame from the invisible like prison, right? Or the invisible cage. At that point, he basically takes the whip back from him. Originally, like when it was in Pocket's hands, it looked like it was made of leather, but when it went over to Sesame's hands, it looked like it was made of like silver of some sort, or like chain of some kind. He proceeded to literally, not gonna lie, just started knocking the mess out of the guy who was currently chasing us down.
Okay.
Started strangling him. He tried to break free a couple different times to no avail. Eventually, he just basically takes his head clean off.
It wasn't
Um,
very clean.
Which
No,
me-
no, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. Yeah, very good. But eventually, me being me, said the wrong thing, or said something that I didn't mean to be offensive, but it was offensive, and it was a long thing happened.
Mind your manners.
Basically, his reaction was to turn around and whip me straight in the face, knocking me back into the wall, which, as correction, did kill me. But something.
Only temporarily.
But I did survive somehow. But
You're a vampire.
no, but yeah, they would hate me for they would hate me.
They would love you. What do you mean?
Oh yeah, sure. No, I feel like they hate me if they found out if I became a vampire and they didn't.
Oh no, you can make them.
Not true. Yeah, God, they'd be arguing with me.
Yeah, you
But-
could charge a very high price.
But no. Going from there, while I was out, I started seeing glimpses of things that happened in my past, like me being in a field with a rock, if I'm correct, in my hand, bloodied, with the corpse of my parents sitting in front of me. I basically started getting flash forwards into like more moments of my life. Eventually, I came to a part where I was in this. It looked like a house of some sort, and I saw my sister get murdered by my previous master. But when the blood splattered against the wall, it did create an 8 out of the blood splatter on the wall. Kept going forward from there. Eventually, I made my way, beaten and battered, to somewhat of a city of some sort, where I saw people picking up pieces of paper and turning them in for cash. And I was just wondering what were these things and how. So I picked up a note, did what it asked me to do, and I made sure to came back on more money, and then I started to more and more wonder what I was. It was the first time I was not commanded to do someone else's bidding. I was living my own life. And moving on from there, I came back. Well, I didn't come back. I'm still currently knocked out now, but that was all I can remember.
Okay. Pocket. Would you also would you like to see your symbol?
So, what I recall happening last week is there was a man whose head did fall off as Sisman's foot was in his back, and he kept pulling and pulling and pulling until he tugged. He did get interrupted quickly by a snarl comment from a certain member who got thrown into a wall. As the head popped off, the remainder of the head may have been emptied, and a helmet was tossed into a bag along with a pair of boots. So then we flashed to Vogel's past, and we moved through the Hall of Mirrors with the help of green lightning. Once inside, Sisman called for a demigod who transported all of us to the southeastern Dragonauts, where we met Telemarna and Urigen. Urigen was very excited to see a certain member of our party as he jumped and showed off and did all kinds of acrobatic circus moves.
Okay.
That's kind of. Oh, and we learned about Arcane Insight too.
Okay.
And we also learned that an ally does not get buffs from group fight. An ally is like an additional member, like Sisman when he joined kind of with us.
Sisman. So an ally does get buffs.
So Sisman's not an ally?
No, he just met y'all.
Is there
I understand.
Yeah.
is there a punishment if he gets it wrong?
What? No.
Okay, we learned that if somebody is aiding our group temporarily, they don't get the group fight buffs.
The circumstances change. So if
We'll just ask every time somebody
yeah.
comes along.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's-
does this squirrel get extra hit?
I mean, that might work for a bit. I think you guys will get the hang of who would get sort of your buff. If they're traveling with the party or not. With that, but yeah, Sesame is not technically an ally yet. You freed him. He was grateful and thankful, but I mean, he doesn't know y'all. Not like that. Yeah, you're just not enemies. That's what that is.
So yeah, now we in the southeastern Dragonaut encampment, and we ready to go.
Okay.
Party hard.
So I'll give 1 to all those who attempted Hephaestus. You'll get 2.
Oh, sweet.
And we will pick up right where we left
I'm
off.
done.
You get 1.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm done imagining.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
I can explain it if you want, but that might take too much time.
no, it's all good. Let's just pick up where we were, which is Jurgen asked if you guys needed anything else, as Mephiboa has left with Telemarna, and Vogel. Actually, Mephiboa left with Telemarna, and Telemarna was holding Voglith to take him to, I guess, their equivalent of an infirmary, and also to talk to Mephiboa, because Mephiboa was asking for help with something. And then Jurgen, I believe Pocket was talking to Jurgen, and he was asking about stuff, but Jurgen did not seem like he was the right fit for that. And then he asked Naradin if he wanted to go ahead and craft some things together.
And learn how to cook.
And learn how to cook. That is correct.
So.
But they haven't left yet. So what are you guys doing?
I did have a question for Jurgen. So while we were at the fortress, I had flown into the air and suddenly had the ability to move a lot faster. Is there a way that I can harness that? Whatever got me,
Or
or is it just was it in a
You just-
specific area?
just flew faster?
Well, I was able to lift 2 members of the party at one time and transport them in a blink of an eye. I got like electrocuted or struck by lightning.
Oh. Was that lightning green?
I do believe so.
Ah, yep, that Sesame, gotta be him. He must have known you were near and decided to help you out.
Very interesting.
Yeah, go see your friend. Sesame, ask him.
It's possible. Also, Jurgen, if you could tell us about this sword, as I open my bag and pull out a sword.
I don't think you have the sword.
It's in my bag.
Okay.
He just had it.
I put everything in my bag because
Well, I know that it was in his possession for a long time, and then we took it. We took the ring from him, but then I wasn't sure where the sword
everybody
ended
kind of
up
it's
because I thought he was holding the sword at
No.
that point.
I'm
No, we didn't
I know you
Red.
have the stiletto,
we
but I
didn't
thought
let
you
Red have anything.
really.
They fear me.
So the sword was in my bag, along with
You fear me.
along with a helmet
Oh,
and
hey.
some
Too
boots.
unpredictable. Many variables.
So if he
you
could
know
tell
what I
us about these 3 items, we would be greatly appreciative.
Okay.
I'm only
Yeah.
bad with the weak stuff now. After I got my glasses.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, wow. Huh. This sword. I'll just take it. Whoa. As he moves his hand around it, lightning will go across the sword again. Interesting. I wonder. He'll say something. You guys can roll knowledge if you want to
What
figure
language
out what
is
to
it
say.
in?
Well, that's what the knowledge roll is for.
But I'm not there yet.
I know
No,
that.
you're not.
I know like
You're
a
with
million
Tom.
Let's just say I
languages.
didn't hear anything. I rolled an 8.
So who's trying to identify this sword?
You're again.
You're again.
I can communicate with anyone, even the primordial gods.
That's not true. Did you get Prime or did you get Eternal?
Turtle.
Yeah, see, so you can't even. You can speak Eternal, but you can't speak Prime. Which is a lot
I'm
of
gonna
people.
learn Prime.
Can speak Ruination.
Yeah.
We gotta get you. We gotta get you on the.
I'm gonna learn Runation.
All right. So you got an 8. You don't know what he said.
Even though I can speak Prime?
He
I'm
didn't speak Prime.
I'm gonna
Worth a
learn
shot.
both. I'm gonna learn.
You're trying to get it out of me.
I'm gonna learn both of them right now.
No, you can't. No,
Watch this. If I get a 12,
that is not
if
how
I
that
get a
works.
12, I learn every language in the game.
No.
Doesn't work like that.
No, I got a 5.
Yeah.
Oh, now you know.
Now you
Now,
know.
now you know.
Now you've forgotten.
Now
5
you've lost,
languages.
5 languages
You no longer speak.
for 5 days.
So
Okay.
that would be 19 for my
Nodding.
insight. Oh, it's not.
Let's go ahead.
My knowledge would be 10 because I'm not very knowledgeable.
Yeah. So you guys, you don't know what he said, but he
Even
said
if
something.
we speak it,
You didn't speak it.
Stop it.
Can we say what was that?
Oh, it was not for you. But, and as that happens, you're just gonna see like the sword, just get driven into the ground,
it's Excalibur.
and Jurgen's gonna start walking and talking with you guys. He's gonna move you closer towards the sort of main fortress encampment area. And he's going to start talking to you guys. We'll figure out what that sword does. It's pretty interesting from what I can gather, but it seems like it's beyond my capabilities to completely understand it. I have someone working on that.
Cool.
Was there
Sell
anything
it.
else I could help you with?
Boots and a helmet.
I think
You just start yelling things
Boots
at
and
you.
helmet.
Boots and helmet now.
I mean, I'm still holding them, so like.
It's like
I
boots.
say we listen.
Oh.
I say we melt them. All right. And I have a weapon
We're not
design that I
melting them.
think is going to be very effective.
So Jurgen is going to look at the boots and the helmet, and he will say, I would definitely advise not wearing these.
Cool.
So we do melt them.
So we sell them.
Melt them.
You can do what you will. I can't use these in my, in my forging.
Maybe we should just dismantle those and get rid of them forever.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
First
I don't
we
have
should-
any objections to that. Does anybody
What are we doing? Melting them down?
just getting rid of the
I
boots
say
from
we
the
go
helmet
find someone we don't like.
that he doesn't want to work
No, I
with?
say we find someone we don't like and send it to them as.
Is there any value to the metal? Can we like melt it down? No.
The metal is, for lack of a better word, tainted with the enchantment of these items.
I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Name someone we do not like in the game currently.
I
Right?
don't know. Who you guys not like? Who are you guys mad at right
Do you really
now?
have any enemies? Like,
The guy who ripped
The
me
forest?
off.
Everyone.
Clearly, just trees.
Trees in
The
general.
guy-
Yeah.
no.
We're putting on trees.
The
You are.
guy who ripped us off in the
Us and
store for the
Mauricio aren't getting along the best.
No.
We're having some quarrels.
Remember the
I'm gonna
shady
give it to the
store
guy who,
where I asked for a bracelet and he tried to make me pay like $1 billion for it?
Give it to Zaranabra. He'll
I say we just give it to them.
I feel like we should just keep it out of Zaranaba's hands. That's why we should just dispose of it.
Okay.
I mean, you could if you want to.
Yeah. that's
How are
all.
you gonna dispose of it though? Like,
I don't know. That's for Jurgen to figure out.
Jurgen's not gonna touch it.
I mean,
Can I
I guess I
touch
could just drop them on the ground.
We can put them in the
Uh,
Yeah.
Please do not drop
Let's
it.
just throw
Throw
them
him
in the water.
pond.
In the pond.
All right.
And
Okay.
now
Let's
the
sink
water
it.
has turned to blood.
All right.
Maybe we'll ask Jurgen if we can just like throw them in the bottom of the lake.
No, you will not pollute our waters or our forest with this.
I told you, my drawing is completely accurate.
You need something else?
No, I just want to see what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Park it.
Welcome.
I don't
Um,
think he's gonna let us burn it either.
I
don't
feel
think
like
he's
it's
going
gonna
to.
catch everything on fire, although I'm not there, so
Well, it's
never
just
mind.
kind of our.
I guess-
kind of
I
our-
guess-
also,
I'll put them back in my bag and move.
Burn everything.
Yeah, we'll
Also,
dispose of it later.
M Thompson 0128 says, "Hey y'all," and Queenweed 99420 says, "Good luck, Josh. I know you're gonna need it."
That's right, Josh.
Oh, it's
She's hating on
Grills.
you.
Oh, yeah. What's up, bro?
Hi, thank you for watching and joining us on our stream. So
Bye,
yeah.
Mom.
Bye, Mom.
I don't know.
Okay, so Jurgen's gonna say, well, if you aren't needing anything else, I guess we can go start crafting and cooking.
Yeah.
All right. So Jurgen's going to go take Naradin over to his it's the equivalent of like a medieval shed. So it's not a shed, but this is where he works.
So
where he
it's a triangle
crafts,
thingy.
the forge crafts, the even like it has a two-part setup where like there's cooking being done and then there's the tools and things like the weaponry and hammers and stuff that he
That's
does.
this
over there.
triangle.
So
How did you draw that? Like, did that we actually
just
ever
made
see
it up.
that?
No.
Oh, you just made it up.
yeah.
And
Based
it-
on his memory.
And then this is the boatyard where they make their ships.
Hmm.
And then the boom. The boom keeps all other ships from coming in. It's a giant log that floats down the water. So they can't get past because it's connected to the edges by chain.
None of that is actually what's there.
So
So
that doesn't really.
yeah,
Red was
that doesn't-
fascinating.
that doesn't
Hey,
exist.
what the lake does.
That's neat.
That's
I'll
one
actually have
river.
to save that. But yeah, there's no river near the encampment of the Dragonauts.
Then
Like no
How do
large.
they have a pond?
They don't necessarily have a pond. And
You just said that we can't throw it into their water.
yeah,
Maybe it was a
we're
well.
talking about the forest's water.
Hmm.
Like they own.
No, the
part
well
of-
is on the other side.
They don't. They
You
they
can't argue about it.
they don't see the forest as just, oh, we are here in the forest, and then there's the rest.
They see the
It's all
whole-
together. This is part of territory
So
that
there's
they need
no
to make sure is
giant boom?
protected.
I was gonna make it coated in copper.
Noah,
No.
come on. Now.
Oh, I do have one question.
Okay.
Who do we go to about fulfilling the quest? As,
What do you mean?
I can't remember who sent us on. Maybe we need to find Telemarna.
Yeah, I mean, Telemarna.
But she's a little busy right now, so I'm not gonna.
So I guess it's just the two of you. It's just pocketing
Hephaestus.
Hephaestus.
Somebody sent us on a quest. Like maybe there's a reward. We should go inquire about
I
it.
like that idea. Let's go find out who's around here.
You guys can roll insight. If you
Always
want.
about the money.
I mean, you got to be.
Oh, there's
I mean,
more.
yeah.
You got to chase
I
the
get-
medieval bag.
I get too higher on my insight because there's money involved.
There you go. You see that?
That's nice.
What is it?
I mean, not the roll.
I say
Nice.
no.
That was a nice.
I say they should pay
I mean,
us with a new
The aim
pet.
was nice
Yeah.
though.
No, we should have a pet rat.
No,
Yes. And we can train it to do tricks.
I doubt you'll find one.
What?
29.
What? But
29.
Mauricio has a bunch of rats.
He
34.
had one.
No, wait,
Yeah, like
36.
He was made out of
because
rats.
there's money involved.
Mauricio was made out of rats.
You guys are just looking around. I mean, you'll find other Dragonauts hanging out. You'll specifically see one that looks kind of familiar. Seems to be holding a spear.
I've been thinking about weapons. It's
We know
like a
him.
spear
What is
pickaxe
his name?
thingy. Except this spear point is like twirled, so when it goes in, it curves around.
No, I do remember the dude with the spear. What was his name?
Right.
Nick.
Right.
1 EP for someone who can find it. What's his name?
Nick,
No,
It wasn't Nick.
it is not.
Yoruba,
No.
How these?
Paldi's plus 1 EP pocket
Howdy.
for that. Well, yes, you guys, we know that now. So yes,
I said,
Paldi's.
I'm gonna call him Nick.
No, he will not like that. But yeah, you guys will see Paldi's holding his spear, walking around. Sort of looks like he was either patrolling or just finishing a patrol.
Guess what's to say? Like, hey, buddies.
Hey!
Oh, hi. You guys are back. That's neat. Have you guys talked to Jurgen?
No.
No?
We did see Jurgen for a second. He is with Nared,
Oh, okay.
teaching him how to cook.
Oh, okay.
And
So it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, the two of you guys not make it? You guys can roll inside if you want.
No, all of us made it.
32.
About 9 years, so
Oh.
it doesn't matter what I say.
It'll seem almost like he's trying to hide a smile.
When he said we didn't make it.
Did some of you guys not make
I
it?
think he's the
Well,
one who owes the guy money.
Actually, they are with Telemarna right now.
They? Both?
Yes.
So all of you-
Everyone made it.
Everyone made. Well, how awesome is that?
I do recall. I forgot that we didn't even mention this during the recap about the bets.
Yeah.
Oh, the
yeah.
bets.
Betting on our lives.
There was a
Oh,
bet on
yeah.
our lives.
You can enlighten Camfam.
I'm sorry you
So-
lost, my friend.
Last week when we had run into Jurgen, the reason why he was really, really excited was because he had a lot of money riding on the fact that all of us came back.
And we did.
And he still has a lot of money depending on whether or not somebody wakes up.
Yes. So Paldi's sort of frowns upon hearing the news that everyone made it back safely. Not a single person got taken out. I know it's dangerous out there. I mean, not saying you guys aren't capable or anything. I was just
I'm
thinking.
afraid not.
Oh,
Well,
Everybody came
this octopus did, or whatever this is, and I want to pull out this. Wait, I'm not there.
yeah. Well, that's okay. What can I do for you guys?
So we were sent on a quest to rescue a Dragonaut, and we've returned, but we're like, is there any kind of reward?
Yeah, I guess you would get paid. bleed us out. Sure, we can do that for you. I guess we would just find Telemarna. You sure none of you guys got hurt? As he's walking towards the camp.
We got hurt.
We're
all alive.
Well, you're not there.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it was kind of dicey there, and
Yeah.
you know, we had a few of us
Yeah.
You know,
I was sure that.
get close to death, but you know, right
There was-
now everybody's alive
Right.
and well, and you know, we have one that's kind of unconscious. But
Unconscious? How long has he been unconscious?
I don't think that's where we need to focus.
It's like 12 hours.
It was friendly. It was friendly fire.
I don't think it's
so-
been 12
Yeah,
hours.
It's like 12
Friendly
hours
fire.
if I'm not here.
You guys hurt him?
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you hurt him, you hurt him. You know.
No,
Sometimes
actually,
you
I
win
think
some,
it
you
was-
lose some.
I think it was Sisman who actually hurt him the most.
Yes, you can always count. So, yeah. Let's get you to Telemarna. I'm sure you know.
I feel like Sisman's about to get shanked when he's not looking. You make so much money.
So he's leading you towards Telemarna.
Sweet. Follow that man.
So yeah, we'll follow him. And keep
He's
talking
going
to him.
through. You guys will be led into what seems like a natural bridge made out of a tree. But it's not out of the tree trunk in terms of length. It's like almost like hollowed tree trunk, like walking forward. So if this was the trunk standing up, it's hollowed out so you could walk through.
Very Kashyyyk like.
And so as you walk through, you guys will no longer be in the forest. You'll be in some sort of building-like area that you didn't see before. And it looked like tree, and then you walk
It's that
in.
square building
there's a
in the
building.
middle.
So as you guys
You
are
made all
inside, Paldiz will say, "Yeah, it's a real shame about that one that got injured. Just
Oh, sorry.
tearing up."
Is my body bleeding you people dry?
Yes. So, that's a shame. I really hope he wakes up. Let's go. Speaking of, and he'll look over to his left and see Telemarna, sort of in the in a side room. It seems that she and Mephibo are standing over what appears to be just a large cloth over something. So you guys are walking in.
Methaboa and who
Telemarna.
are standing over a large cloth.
You know,
Yes.
I think we
Like,
should-
is it over?
Well, you can roll inside if you.
I would like to do that.
Definitely like that. 36.
You know, I
Okay.
think we should do, guys.
What?
Well, you're not there.
No, hear me out.
Okay.
Boom. 11.
Instead of setting up camp every night, you should just buy a sprinter sack
34.
and live in the sprinter sack, and then one person just the guard.
Sounds dangerous.
No, the
What's a
guard.
splinter sack?
It's like this little like 2-foot sack that actually on the inside is like 25 feet.
Like the
Sounds
whole,
dangerous to me. Y'all get picked
Harry
up.
Potter
and-
thing.
No, there's
Rob,
gonna be someone
um,
out. There's gonna be the watch person out, so we can
Enough
get out.
copies.
Just
wait for a minute.
so you guys, what did you get?
34.
34? Yeah, you'll notice it's over Voglith. It doesn't seem to be covering him. It's just like covering as if he's asleep.
Okay.
Okay.
That works. So we see Methaboa and everything. So
Yeah,
we'll
Mephibo and Telemarna.
say,
Telemarna. Oh,
Ahoy!
hi.
I want to come.
Hey,
in.
everyone. I
Go
wasn't
with
expecting to see
Matt and
you
be like,
here.
"Oh, man."
Paldiz. And Paldiz will say, hello, hey, Telemarna. How's he doing? Is he all right? And Telemarna will sort of roll her eyes and say, you know,
I don't think
this is not how we should be behaving, okay? You understand that we have a duty. People look up to us. We need to be better about this sort of thing. And Paldiz will say,
What could be
look,
better than money.
hey, Jurgen is the one who brought it up. I just, I was just
I
saying.
want you to know, at a game right now, I wish I woke up just to go and to fall immediately back down.
That would ensure your death and his payment.
And
But
he doesn't
okay.
get paid if he's
Oops, I got
Yeah,
paid.
he does. Yeah, exactly. So Talamana will say, he looks fine. Go pay him and stop with this. And Paldiz will go, all right, fine. It's the last time. My bad. Anyway, in all seriousness, how long do you think it'll take for him to wake up? Telemarno will say, maybe 8 days.
Rabbit house.
8
8 days.
Yeah, I tried all I could really do.
I could write an entire
I don't
cookbook
think
by then.
he's waking up for a little bit. And then Paldiz will say, wow, he must have really gotten beat up. Well, all right. They wanted to talk to you, these guys. And then he motions to you.
I think she told us to follow Paldiz, so for our payment.
And then she told you to get the payment. I thought maybe I don't know.
Oh,
Somebody,
Maybe there was
Somebody's
miscommunication. We just know that our friend is definitely
Listen,
breathing on his own.
we're
and
very
looks
thankful
okay.
for everything everyone's done, and we're probably gonna have to hang out with you guys for like 8 days. or so. But we were hoping to get our payment. And then we were wondering if you guys had something we could do for the next 8 days that you need done.
Also,
How can we help?
were
well,
curious about the last person who we brought here. I don't think we've heard anything about her.
what?
Ready.
You didn't bring Revy here.
Who was it that we brought there?
That was way back before we even left.
No, that was in
That
the
was-
city.
We never made it to.
That was at first. Revy got taken by someone else, 1 EP for that name, but they took him
The lion.
to Kriasta. He was a Shakaran and he was a Leos.
And he's the
Leo.
guy who sent us on this other quest down here
Which we never-
Yeah.
with the same name.
Right?
Actually-
Do you know the name?
No.
Hold on.
That's
Oh,
1
no.
EP.
By the way, just gonna say this now.
10
And the guy's
seconds.
a
He did
wizard.
not- He did not.
10,
I'm
9,
never gonna make any sense.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait, I have an idea.
Oh man, he's right there at the end.
7,
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
6, 5,
Person who took Revy.
4.
That's his name.
No, 3.
Yeah.
The wizard.
No guesses.
Ignore
I know.
2.
I know.
Oh, that's a good
The
guess.
same name.
1.
He has the same name as the
Alright.
wizard.
Guesses. You have all the information but the name. You are like super accurate on everything but the name.
And the wizard had the name first. So
Okay, so what's the name?
what's the name?
He couldn't
I don't
find
know. I can't find. My
it.
notes.
Lock in your guesses. No one has a guess.
I have a
I'm
guess.
right. I'm there,
What's your
but I
guess?
can't find it.
I don't take notes, so I'm just gonna
What
actually
is it?
guess.
What is it? Okay.
Jake.
Nope, it is not
That's
that.
a real guess. right there.
Methaboa, do you have a guess?
Oh, he's got 2
I
names.
never-
Okay.
I know.
Pocket. You want to lock it in?
No, I
Well,
don't
everyone
have
has to get a
anything.
turn first.
I don't have it.
Okay. All right.
I'm
His
so
name
close.
is Yandr.
That's what
Yandr Tillet.
John. Yes.
Yeah, we would have
I
never.
can guess his last
I
name.
knew we had 2 names.
No,
but
I
can't
just
remember
told
what
you.
it was.
No, that was
I
his
didn't.
middle name.
No,
His
that's
last
his
name.
last name.
Yeah.
It's Jake.
Bro,
No.
I was gonna say this real fast. Just don't show it on picture.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, that first part.
Yonder
Hey, can
was
we have a
who it
vote?
was.
So,
I could have swore we hit somebody. Oh no, that's what it was. It was when we were in the battle dome. People were.
that was
That was a day and a half. I
But-
swear.
but that was also with these Dragonauts.
Yeah, that's where I was thinking. That's why I thought we had somebody who was wounded.
Nope.
Never mind.
We did
Ignore
just-
that.
We did disembowel each
Hey,
other.
I don't want you guys to get
Yes.
too excited, but we could
You know, the
I'm not
Knights have
joking.
been doing a lot better today.
buy a dinosaur and ride on the dinosaur instead
My
of
dad reworked
I
them,
don't think we can afford a dinosaur.
It's only like $1
I don't know how he
billion.
did it.
Yeah, we're broke.
but
which brings me to my next thing, to Talamarna.
And it's only
No.
15,000 silver pieces.
That's assuming.
what?
15,500.
We do have water.
That's like
We could.
16 dragon
No,
towers.
so-
we can come up with that.
Will
You're
you get him a
asking
glass of water
Telemarna.
with some ice?
Asking Telemarna about.
Money. That's what you were doing.
Yeah, but she said that for Paldies to go and pay us.
No.
Oh,
She didn't say anything about
I could have
Paldies
sworn
paying.
somebody said to go pay us.
No. Telemarna was talking about paying Urigan.
Oh. So, I mean, I don't want to be rude here.
He's about to be rude.
Careful what you say around them. That'll get you whipped.
Only to Sessaman, who has now walked in.
I'm still unconscious, so he
Yeah,
didn't hear
yeah,
me. Unless he could read minds.
Sessaman, thank you so much for helping us with all of that and saving our boy Voglith over there.
Well, it was a trip. Is he okay? Telemarna will interject. He's fine. He'll probably need quite a few days of recovery. Okay. All right then.
I have a question.
And so then he will go up.
Do they have
to the
any
bed.
goats for sale?
He will place his hand on the sheet, and then he will leave. So just, and then leave.
You were saying.
How do you have a question? You weren't there.
It's just a general question.
Okay, what's the question?
Are there any goats nearby?
No. There are no goats. But
What
okay.
about donkeys?
No.
Pineapples?
So,
Maybe. I'll get back to you on that.
so wait, team huddle. Everyone but Voglith and no.
Everyone but both.
Yeah. So it's just
Team huddle.
Yes.
What are we getting paid for, and who should we talk to? Like, I can't remember now.
It's like Bobo Keaton.
I believe it was her, and I'll kind of like do that.
Telemarna will say, "You guys are terrible at whispering."
It's a sage whisper.
We gotta make sure Kim Bam hears us.
Yes. No. That definitely. But also, I do too. So Telemarna will
Did you
come
know
and
that
walk
if-
up to you and say, if payment is what you seek, we can have some things arranged so that we can pay you and you can be on your way.
And
What?
I
yeah.
will publish your cookbook.
I would like to know if here you guys have a few things that maybe I can purchase off of you.
We don't have anything that could be bought in that way. I know Jurgen, he likes to trade for materials. He likes to craft a lot. And Paldies will also trade for some things, although with his recent financial situation, he might be willing to sell you some things.
I have an idea.
Listen,
I'd like
he's
to
a
buy
really
some.
attractive guy and all.
I don't think he's going for the San Francisco
I-
croissant.
Yeah.
I am not interested.
Yeah.
I have an idea.
No.
I'm flattered.
No.
The San Diego muffin.
Yeah. No.
I have an idea.
But wait, give me 1 second. So,
San Diego.
Telemarna will say that, and then Telemarna will go. But if you would just like coins, we have plenty. We can give you coin, or we could talk about potentially and hopefully something more valuable, like training and maybe honing your skills. Coin comes and goes, but you only have one life, and your friend has gotten very
Yes,
close
that's
to
true.
ending that. I would hate for you guys to cut your lives short for being unprepared.
You guys are quite skilled, and we'd be very interested in training that you might be able to provide. Unfortunately, our friend over yonder
Won't
is
be
out
in
the
it.
game for like 8 days, but you know,
Yeah,
we could pass something along.
we'll I believe there's something we can do upon his awakening.
Cool, cool.
I
Do
am,
we get to
I-
learn
I
the
What
believe-
you guys are gonna do is kick
as
me
a
out the
group,
door.
we're definitely curious about everything, and we do have some time. So
What?
I think we should make the best of it
Do
and try
we?
to learn what we can.
Do we get to
While we're
learn
here.
the lightning jazz hand thingy?
Getting jazz hands.
You are not there.
No, but I just wanted you to ask.
No. But yeah, so that's what Telemarna says. You guys don't have to accept the offer of training. Again, we have a coin if you would like.
I
But
would like training on
I
a
think I'd be
specific
okay with training.
ability that I have.
training.
Maybe if you could
Oh.
do that.
yeah, and what kind of ability? Jurgen said a little something about it.
Yeah, it's
Telemarna will look around. I see. Why don't you and I discuss this a little bit later?
okay. And then also, have you any potions?
I can make potions.
Paldiz
May she have a
usually takes care of that. He works very closely with Jurgen.
I'd like some potions.
Wait,
Are you gonna try to
Pallies
sample
can
them like
train
last
me in
time?
alchemy.
I swear.
Will most likely be your best bet in terms of
No.
potentially purchasing those.
Okay.
Man,
Who is-
Checkpoints have
who is your
everything
best-
I need.
Best tracker.
That is also Paldiz. Paldiz sort of getting a big head, sort of. I mean, I do what I can.
I don't think Paldiz could really find what it is that I'm looking for. So I don't know if maybe that's what I need to talk to.
Oh, is that so? He'll say, then why don't you test out my abilities? I will give you 1 full day head start, and I will find you in an hour. You
I
have
don't think
25 hours.
I don't think I want to play hide and seek. I'm looking for something, not for myself.
Right.
Trust and believe. If I can find you in 25 hours, well, technically 1 hour, then I can find whatever it is you're looking for. If it is around.
Outside of this forest, there was hydras and everything. I don't know if this forest is probably the safest bet for me to wander alone.
Trust and believe, our encampment does go pretty far out. As long as you stay within the grounds, you'll be fine.
All these. I'd like to just say that
Better-
this guy
He's gonna
is a
bury
pretty
himself.
heinous looking individual.
That is true.
I feel like he would not be able to blend in the forest anyway, just based on
You
looks
think he ran
alone.
away from
Telemarna, do you think you could help with that? Let me see.
She could turn into a
I don't know. Paldiz
Um,
seems pretty interesting.
So with that, you can roll magic resistance if you want.
Turn into.
You know what? I'm not gonna roll. I'm just gonna go with it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
You have been- I mean, there's no point. I'm just gonna accept it.
Oh,
You've been
okay.
stopped by lightning. Get on the gurney.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna accept it.
So a green strike of lightning
Of
will
course.
hit you, and after it strikes, Pocket is a fly.
Oh,
But he'd already
that's
flies.
not what I was going for.
He is literally a fly.
Oh.
You can speak.
I don't feel like this is the safest form to be in. Somebody may swat me.
Trust and
Well,
believe. You've been marked. All the Dragonauts could probably, well, most of them should be able to know to leave you alone.
I'm gonna die.
Hey, buddy, I'll make room on the
I
gurney
was
for
trying
you.
to, I was trying to
With that, Paldiz will say, "Yeah, your day begins now."
Off I go.
No, I
Go
wanna
ahead and
walk
roll
in as
stealth.
soon-
Oh, you could open the door.
No, I want to walk in and smash the fry. This annoying fry. That
Don't
is trying
do
to
that.
grab-
That's
Now
so nice.
okay, so that's a
Did I be struck by lightning
40.
and be turned into a fully well for the fully living mannequin?
you rolled a 40.
Okay.
So did you see how much the difference was in
50.
terms added to your stealth roll while it's in this
Yeah.
form? Okay.
Keep-
So every time you roll stealth, you need to add that bonus to it.
Well, if he gets
Okay.
Telling him that
Um,
like he's gonna walk into a
You are buzzing around.
frog.
You're gone. Haldiz is just conversing with the rest of you guys.
I think it's
So Valdez, about those potions.
Yeah. I do have a place where I have mini potions. What kind of potions are you looking for?
Okay. I need bombs. I need
Sorry, you need explosives.
I need some explosive potions.
Well, what are we talking here? Like fire percussions? Are we talking like
maybe I should be the one. talking
thunder,
about
like fire rocks? Are we talking about like thunder bangs? What are we talking about?
fire rocks.
We're
are not
talking
potions.
about explosives.
They're all explosives that are named.
Yeah, but like that explodes into fire.
Yeah.
So you're thinking fire percussions?
Yes.
Like what you
Okay.
just said.
I need
everything.
explosives. I need healing potions.
Potions of vitality?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Murder potions.
Red death
I forgot the
poison.
other potion that I needed.
You need red death
Oh,
poison.
poison. Thank you very much.
No,
Fly.
red death poison.
Do you know how to use poison?
Yes, I actually currently use it on my chain razor.
That is one psychopathic fly.
What kind of poison?
I need the kind of poison.
No, what kind of poison do you handle?
Oh, right now I use blood poison.
I need red death right
Okay.
now.
See, different
Here, don't move, I wanna
poisons
see how long
need
this down.
help
Stop. Sit down.
in terms of they need to be handled a certain way.
Mm.
With the knowledge you've just given me, depending on what kind of blood it is, we might be able to get you something that is pretty lethal to your enemies and not to yourself. But I would not feel comfortable just giving you poisons of that degree until I've seen how you handle them.
What about blood acid?
We'll put that under the poisons compartment and say that I'll need
I can
to
do that.
assess your handling abilities.
Okay.
But we can talk about these fire percussions and potions of vitality.
Yeah.
Sure. Why don't we head on over to my tent over there? That's where I keep all my materials and
Come on, bro. Come on, man.
Oh my god. He's inviting everyone.
Come on, man. I almost made it through that without saying one joke.
I know, right?
Okay.
Hey, man.
Are you trying to buy?
Let's go to the head over there.
Are you trying to buy these potions?
High five,
Are you
Brad.
the only one trying to buy potions?
I am.
I mean, we would all like to purchase some of your.
Maybe I should come
Oh,
over so you guys don't know
This time of
anything.
year, someone clip this.
That was just.
Oh my god.
You
Is
guys
that what
don't
they're
know.
calling it?
Fam, this is
Is
a
that what-
family.
Is that what
This
they
a
call them
fa-
these days?
This
I
is
didn't
a
say
family
anything. I just
show.
insinuated things.
Oh my gosh. Anyway,
We'll go over
so
to that tent.
he'll show, and the tent actually seems to be made sort of out of
Velvet.
the trees, not velvet. Yeah, fam. This game's for you. So it's made out of a tree.
Does it have boob lighting?
It doesn't. Okay, it has regular sunlight that witnesses can see through. There's nothing shady going on here.
Ted Smooth Jazz
No,
starts playing in
no
the back.
insinuation. This is
Smooth Jazz playing in
this
the
is as
background.
honest as you could be.
Okay.
This area. Oh my god.
Jazz is a thing in Methandria.
Yes, jazz is a
Jazz is
thing,
always-
and yet there is no music playing.
Nice save.
Oh, you know, I love the image that
Yeah.
that's just painted out. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I have a question.
Yeah,
We
what's
call
up?
this the vibe tint.
Maybe. Well, this is more of a
No,
statement to
no.
the. Maybe this is more of a statement to the group. You should probably wait to deal with potions until you have the alchemist there.
I don't know.
Can please, one of us rolls high enough. Can we please call it the vibe tint?
No. That's not, no. That's not happening.
So when we go into the tent,
You'll just see rows and rows of different vials that have different like potions and stuff like that. It'll say, this is where I keep the explosives. This is where I keep the distraction explosives. Things like your thunder bangs and stuff. Things like here are your various poisons ranging from different things. These are lethal. These are not as lethal. Like this will cause your stomach to get upset. Things like that.
This is where I keep
And then
Seven
this
of
is where I
those.
keep the potions of vitality, ranging in various strengths and other things. So you'll
Okay.
just see a bunch of
Well,
vials.
I'd like to
So-
purchase potions of
And
vitality.
these are antidotes and antihistamines.
yes,
I'm sorry.
I like red death poison.
I'd like
You
to.
don't know how
Well,
to handle it.
how much is your poison?
I'd
your
like to learn how to
potions of
handle
vitality?
red death
What
poison.
kind are you looking for?
I'm looking for the kind that works.
They
How much
all
money do we
work.
have?
Do you
I
need
don't
something
remember.
that's like very
Strong.
potent?
Yeah.
Here,
She
I
needs
can
the
give
stuff.
this to you for
No,
50
it's
silver pieces.
Okay. And what does that do? It just it's very strong. It can
It's
take you
it's
from
very strong.
almost dead to
Under the right circumstances, I've found that it can do about the same amount as minor healing.
So
I'll take
2d8.
8 of 'em.
No, minor healing is 2d12, so that would be 24. It would be a 3d8 potion.
3d8 potion.
I'll
And how
take-
much are those?
That one is 50.
50 silver, gold.
Yeah, silver.
How many silver is in a
50.
platinum again?
100.
100, yeah. That is correct. +1.
I would take
You
that.
beat me to it. You'll take 8.
Yes.
I know that about
Um,
money. In this
Okay. Oh, did you come with?
I did.
So you hear them discussing this price.
50
Is there anything
silver
you wanna-
pieces
I'll
per
take it
at
to-
3d8 vitality.
Yeah, and
I'll
she's
take
saying
it
she's
for,
about to take 8.
Discount.
How many do you have?
I mean, I have many, and I don't know. I have many. I've lost
You
count.
see, you can have a bulk price for a discount.
I have 8 platinum pieces. If it's platinum's 100
You
and
have
they're
8?
50 a piece,
That's 16.
16 I could potentially buy, but I don't want to spend all my platinum. So I'm gonna buy 5. Please.
Okay.
They're silver pieces wise.
Silver piece wise, are you buying all 8?
Yeah, I'm buying all.
I'd like
Silver
to
piece,
learn to
that's going to be
handle
400
red
silver
death.
pieces.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
Okay, now let's talk about these
I'd like to learn to handle the
distraction.
mother of all poison.
uh
Oh,
potions.
yes. So this one makes a very loud noise wherever you send it, and it'll sort of it's like it can leave your enemy sort of disoriented and kind of overwhelm their senses so that they are
Flashbangs.
Yes, essentially.
I have a question.
Okay.
Can you become a god in this game?
How
Yes.
much are those?
Those will cost you.
How much commitment would it take to become a god?
Let's see. That'll be 30 silver pieces.
Just for one of them?
Yes,
For a flashbang.
for a thunderbang.
Thing. Thunderbang.
Thunderbang. Let me write that down.
It
I
does
will-
also damage the opponent a
Lightning
little
jazz
I'll take
hands?
that.
How much is a little bit?
bit. I'll take 10.
Where'd you get all this money?
I just never spent
A
it.
little bit is technically a D8. So so he'll start talking about it. You can throw it about 40 feet or so. It's got a blast radius of 15 feet, so it's a 30-foot range
What if
in
I
terms of
drink it?
diameter. You would not like to do that, but it deals 1d8 points of sonic damage.
What if I drink it and then
And so,
I
like,
get
Is that
cool?
what I just bought, Thunderbang?
yeah. So what happens
And
with
it
that?
deals 1d8.
Yeah, so like they'll have to do an impulse check to see if they get out of the way enough
Yeah.
to take half. But if they take the full, they have -4 on all their attack attempts for 2 rounds.
Mhm.
If they take half, then they have -2 on all their attack attempts for the next 2 rounds.
What happens if you use 2? Is it -4?
What about the fire one?
No,
It doesn't stack up.
it does. No, they wouldn't stack. They wouldn't stack, but they do extend. So, like, if you did one, waited 2 rounds, and then did it again, it would extend the duration. But if you did one and then one again, it doesn't stack the negative
It
bonus.
just resets the
Yeah.
resets counter. for
Yeah.
Nothing.
I wonder how come I'm always away from the party whenever we're buying potions.
I'm the one who.
You didn't
I'm the-
ask.
I never
Because
bought a
you
single
never
potion.
asked.
You turned me into a fly.
You
I didn't
She
do
didn't
it.
turn
didn't ask. You
assisted.
wanted to do training.
I was just trying to say, like, you could
So-
die.
Do you have any? I know you have potions.
Yeah.
Do you have any like amulets or rings or anything with like?
No, that I don't make that.
Does anyone in town make things like that?
No,
If we had metal.
Jurgen would definitely attempt making something like that. I've never seen him make items like that, but he would be my best guess at someone who would have something. But he definitely does do armor and weaponry.
We should give this guy some really awesome thing,
I need my
melt
book.
the sword into
Where's the
that
book?
super cool
Yeah.
spear.
I want to buy a helmet. I feel like a helmet would be cool.
I'd like,
You could wear a real helmet.
I'd like some kind of potion that, like, burns stuff up.
You can get a forehead
I'm
plate.
sorry?
My breast,
What do you mean?
That's-
Like, if I
Forehead
threw the
plate.
bottle,
my
That's what
ass.
I-
So you would like a fire percussion?
A bomb
Okay.
that you're buying.
Take 2 vests.
How many are you looking for?
That's
well,
what's
I don't
good.
know how much it costs.
Those will cost you 25 silver pieces.
3 vests.
Oh.
That adds 2 strength.
How
So I
strong
had
are
an
they?
amulet or whatever put in.
So fire percussions, they are sort of like, have you ever experienced a fire rock?
No.
Here. So he'll
Wait,
take a
is this
fire
like
rock,
these? Oh.
and then it's just a little pebble, like a pop rock almost. It'll do 1 point of damage to you. And it just goes and he says, they're usually used to start fires or something like that. These fire percussions, they're like larger, more potent fire rocks. So what happens is it has these chemicals in them, and they react with each other. So if you throw it in around an enemy, instead of just a little spark, it'll cause, I'd say, somewhere about 15 foot to 30 feet in diameter, sort of a fire explosion.
Is it edible?
I would not advise.
I'm just trying to figure out how these guys, it just kind of triggered my memory. We got into it with some guys and they ended up blowing up. Causing a
So
lot of damage. So I was just wondering if it was also edible.
if you release it and it touches air, it explodes. So if you opened it to eat, it would explode.
Instantly.
Yes.
What would happen if you eat the
That's what
bottom
happens with
whole?
the chemicals when they come in contact with the air.
Okay.
It causes.
Then how'd you get in the bottle?
You're not there.
I'd like 4.
Okay.
How'd you
What
get
are they
it?
called?
Fire percussion.
How'd you
They
get
do
it?
2d8, or sorry, 1d10 points of damage.
How did you get it inside the bottle?
That's
I'll
not
ask him.
They used a needle
Mhm.
Maybe they did it
in
in
an
a.
oxygen-free environment,
What if we did
like in a
that?
cave.
What if we did that and then except instead of doing that, we put it into like baked into a bread, inside of the bread. Baked it inside the bread and then ate it.
What about some,
Exploding
what
liver.
about some blood acid?
I have different types of acid.
I like the blood kind.
Now, how do you apply your acid onto your weapon?
I
You mind showing me?
sure. at this point, she's gonna take out her chain razor.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
She did not realize where she was shooting. I said just full glyph.
She just
Vogler is not
like
there.
hit
I know,
us
I
in
know.
the ear.
As cool as she can,
Okay.
roll performance.
Okay.
And then she's gonna dip it into her blood acid,
Okay.
which is a waste of time because I only have so much. And then she's gonna at a tree.
Okay.
Because I don't want to hit one of them.
Okay. He'll say, yeah, the way you handle that is it's kind of dangerous. Firstly, do you even have any gloves that you wear?
No.
You should probably invest in. You know what? I have an old pair of gloves. I'll be right back. Here,
The look.
hold these. You can just wear them. They're pretty comfortable. But if you're going to be handling acid and things of that nature, you probably don't want it to touch you. You're a little careless. I noticed that while you were pulling it out, that there was drops of acid falling on the ground and things like that. You definitely don't want to put too much acid onto your weaponry. See, look. So he'll take the end of the chain razor and he'll start explaining like some of the things that you were doing in terms of handling the acid and stuff. Like it'll start corroding the metal here. So I would take this to Jurgen and have him sharpen it up. It's a really quick, simple thing he can do. He wouldn't even charge you for it. And he'll just, because you're corroding away some of that and there's some rust here. So you probably want him to go ahead and take that away. Also, less is more with acid. So you want to kind of like, this is all about certain kinds of handlings of things. So this is important for Mephiboa to know, so that
No, just messing.
whatever. Less is more with acid. Okay, so you don't want so much that after an attack you have leftover, because that has the risk of hitting your friends, hitting the environment, and hitting yourself. You want to make sure you're safe. So you want to use just enough. I would advise only going up to here, and he's showing you on the weapon in terms of how to use it. That'll also ensure that you'll have more uses of that acid instead of a lot of waste that will point to like the drops that hit the floor and all that. So that's what he's talking to you about.
Okay. How much was that fire percussion?
It was 25. Oh, 1d10. Yeah.
Okay.
Opens the fire percussion.
All right. How much is the blood acid?
I don't think you're quite ready to handle more blood acid.
How much is the blood?
Listen, man, how much is the blood acid? Right?
Tell you what,
Take your velvet tent.
if we meet again and the vial that you have has made it to, and he'll just mark on the vial, and it's a little less than half of the vial that you have. If it has made it there and you have no noticeable acidic injuries, I'll teach you how to handle some of this acid that I have, and I'll gladly sell it to you, even at a discount. I just don't want to give you something that you couldn't use.
Then why the gloves?
The gloves are for the current acid that you have. I'm not taking that away.
Oh.
I have.
What you do is you turn around.
Where am I
Do
at this
this.
point?
I
And
think
they
that's
say,
all I
"Look,
want right
It's all
now.
gone.
Okay.
I did it.
Telemarna mentioned something about training just the
Yeah,
two of you.
I got this thing.
It's okay. Telemarna told us not to inquire about
Okay.
it. Yeah, she should be still in the infirmary with Sissamin.
All right, I'm gonna go that way.
Okay. It's not super far. So you make it like less than a minute. It's like a 45-second walk. How can I help you?
I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna go with them.
Okay.
Hey, where can we go buy like armor and stuff. Is there anybody in town?
That's Jurgen.
Jurgen, the one who I'm training with.
So you're gonna
I'm
are you
gonna
gonna
go back
for
over here
Jurgen?
again.
Okay, so you run into Naradin. So you find Naradin and Jurgen actually cooking. It smells very good. You don't know what they're making, but I mean to you,
Now we add
it's
the
some
oregano.
it's sort of
It was
sort
a
of
spicy
pasta, maybe some sort of soup, something, maybe gumbo.
Fish sticks.
So
No.
you're again.
So,
Fancy.
I
Oh,
was
hey.
wondering. Hey, how's it going, man?
How are you?
Great. I was wondering, do you have, or can you make a circlet? The helmet, a circlet?
A circlet?
Well, not a circlet, actually. I want a circlet. That's what I want.
Not a circlet. Yes, a circlet.
Okay.
Wait, circlets or helmets?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought they were headbands.
Well, they're like helms.
They wear them on the
They're
head.
kind of They help
It's the
protect.
cows' head armor.
Yeah. I don't. I might have. I do. I have an old one. Here you go.
Sweet. Can I buy it from you?
I don't need it.
Sweet. Look at that. I'm going to add that to myself here. Nice. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Would you like to try some of this?
As
And
a
he'll just
food?
pull out.
I
a
think
bowl.
so. Yeah, it smells fantastic.
Go
I
ahead.
don't know what you guys are doing in here.
Go ahead and eat a little bit if you would.
I'm learning to
So I'll
cook.
just shove it into my mouth at this point. I'm fine.
So did you eat some?
I did. It was great.
Okay, so it has. Are you injured?
40 restores
No, I don't believe
everything.
Okay. Okay. Well, then you just feel super like invigorated, like you have a boost of energy now. And it was also the best thing you've ever tasted.
Ever?
Like, yeah,
Nice.
just so far,
Better than
it is
mouse
the
spaghetti.
best. It is yes,
Even
is the
better
best.
Pour it
than
down
the
my
water.
throat. I'll be fine.
Yes, it is. It tastes and makes him feel even better than the water that you found at the underground.
No way.
Yes.
he said, no way.
And I'm learning to make this?
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
That'll be
helping you learn
useful.
how to cook and everything.
that would be useful.
And so like as you're walking away,
I know
Hephaestus,
what we're eating
you'll hear
every day now.
you're again saying, you see, the forge fire is a lot like the fire that you use to make a pot of gumbo. All you have to do is make sure that everything is done evenly. Everything is it has a rhythm. There's a blend that happens. Everything works together. And as he's just stirring the pot, he's like, but you don't want to leave it on too long now. And you want to make sure you cool it. Like he's out of that, like by that time you're out of earshot, so you don't hear the rest.
And do not forget ever the oregano.
That's yes, that's true.
Ever.
You can have
If you
a bit of
forget the oregano,
paprika
dump it out.
sometimes, like
It's
some other
soiled.
stuff. But for this recipe, you have to have the
You
oregano.
have to have the oregano. That's true.
Should I actually like learn the recipe so I know what I'd have to buy to make it?
You can learn the recipe.
Okay.
The recipe is something. Well, I'll do something with that. Go ahead and do me a knowledge roll. While that is happening,
I don't have much knowledge.
you're
I
going to
sort
tell
of-
Marna. So Telemarna will say, "Are you ready?"
I'm ready.
Great.
13.
Then let us begin.
Actually,
And she will go somewhere else into the like in a different room, and then as you enter that room, you are outside, but not outside the encampment. You are in clearing in the forest somewhere, with just you and Telemarna. So this ability, what? Actually,
That's terrible.
hilariously enough, you guys will see a fly whiz by you. That is so great. Yes, and she'll say, "Huh, he's made it quite a bit. He's made it pretty far.
Flies don't live that
He'll be fine."
long.
Thanks. I didn't think about that.
It's got like 2 hours left to live.
just gonna have to find my carcass.
You're gonna be like belly up, like a dead fly, just like maybe turning him into a fly was not the greatest idea in the world.
Well, he didn't choose to. So anyway, yeah. So she'll say, "Why don't you show me what you can do right now?"
Okay. And at this time,
Okay.
So safe.
Okay.
like that.
You gotta roll me your magical aptitude.
That's
And
how
I
I'm gonna
hope-
do it.
Okay.
I really hope.
I hope it works great. Because,
No.
okay, so in the field, you.
Wait a minute. A magical aptitude.
Yeah, that would be. I think yours is.
Oh, it's 22.
Okay, so in the field, you do all of that, and you go,
You see a fly crash.
and then Telemarna goes, I'm waiting. You can do it now.
That's the problem.
Oh.
It's so hit or miss.
I see.
And it doesn't work very well when it does hit.
What is it? Try it again. I have nothing but time. Roll again.
I was doing my
Yeah, you can do it. I'm just saying, roll again too.
Pocket, shields up, pocket.
27.
Okay. Are you gonna act it out? You can. I was just saying, roll again. Okay. As you do that, breeze begins to pick up
Okay.
in the area, and she'll say, "Oh, I see.
You would know how to create custom winds
This
that are
is
like
shush, Boglet, you're
You
asleep."
You can help sell a ship.
You're cooking.
Yes. So
You can't help sell shit.
yeah. I see. So you
I told to
have
share about it,
some sort of affinity to wind.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I've not met many people or beings other than gnomes that have an affinity for the elements. Well,
aren't gnomes like made of elements?
they have an affinity for the elements. You might be right. I need to look it up, but I don't know it off the top of my head at this moment.
Like, weren't they made to protect nature?
Something like that. But I know there's some gnomes that are not like.
What else is nature?
But
No, he used
It
to
only worked
evil
awesome
elves.
one time.
So you made it. She'll say,
I thought that's
what is it
And
that you're
dwarves are
trying to
famous.
do though?
I'm trying to create
No,
tornadoes.
the
Make
all
tinkerers.
kinds of stuff.
The tinkerers.
That
are
is-
the, nocturnal.
Very complex though.
What's their names?
Something like that. The
Or
different
hurricane.
swirling. Yeah, those are very complex masses of wind and clouds. There's temperature changes.
Yeah,
There's
the Drex.
things
The Drex.
that.
The Drex are.
Why don't we start with
Yes.
a little something more
But
simple? Give you something
they are
More attainable to
Uh,
focus on.
like if you don't have claws
Like
and
what?
you want claws, that's what they
Um,
do.
Why don't we
Gnomes usually tend
start
to make, like,
with
mechanical
focusing
things
this
in
way?
nature, like clocks. They do things that use ears.
I just want to fight out. I think I know what our new team name is.
What is it?
Natural Dizzast'r. Because we already have forest fires. She's making tornadoes now. We just
So-
need earthquakes and tsunamis, and we're good.
Well,
Hey, I
So-
can make that happen.
please don't. Yeah. So with that, she'll say, "Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't we focus on something more attainable, and instead of maybe trying to attack or disorient all of these foes, or even just one foe in an area.
Yeah, they,
Why don't we focus on what we can
Element.
control ourselves? How about we work on you surrounding wind around yourself? Maybe perhaps controlling it in a different direction.
Money is for those
You must learn to control as if you can feel the freedom that the wind provides in yourself. Why don't you close your eyes?
The gnomes would be perfect for training you.
Go on. Go on.
I hear a voice.
No.
When I close my
Clear
eyes.
your mind.
Go
No.
find the gnomes.
No. But
The gnomes.
No,
while you close your eyes, I want you to think. Have you ever flown before? No? Have you ever swam before? Oh, I see. This is your problem. You're grounded, and yet you've been given all of this space to work with. Imagine you are in the air. You are
I can actually go
not
in there.
soaring through the sky. You are just in the sky,
You are controlled.
settling into wherever the breeze may take you. You don't take steps. No, you are carried. Carried by freedom. No, you are free. Why don't you try again? Now that your mind has focused on where you are. Out of game, give me a roll.
Big money.
No whammies.
27.
No whammies, no
Okay.
whammies, no whammies.
This time, as your eyes are closed and you begin to feel the freedom that is in the air, wind is coming from underneath you and it's just shooting straight up. It is like so much that like your hair is going up and everything, and you feel it.
Just goes through.
And for a split second, it seems as though you're not touching the ground. As you feel the ground leave, you're like, whoa, and you're standing again. Your mind is back. You're not focusing on the sky or anything. Until Marna will say, good. I think we've just found our starting point. Let's cut back to the rest of you guys. So, I can
sleep.
do a roll. We can actually cut back. It's been a few days.
Has he found him?
Throw one of those fire rocks at him.
It has been 8 days.
Wait, has he found that?
So he is waking up. You're awakening, and all you see is Sesamin in your room.
I have a question.
Oh
Man, I should have taken his money while I was asleep.
I think he didn't have any.
Oh Lord, I've
From
died.
the
and
last
gone
guy
to
that took
hell.
his armor.
No,
Yeah, they
no,
robbed him.
He was kind of broke.
I have a question. Did he find Pocket?
I mean,
In
technically
an
he
hour?
lost. but
Oh,
he didn't find
you're
him
right. In a day. So Pocket,
Thanks.
the 24 hours that happened.
I'm gonna put one platinum piece that they didn't find him.
Well, that's a
Looks
shame
like
for
he
you
was up
because
What back did he send
literally,
They found him.
literally in 15 minutes after the 24-hour mark, Paldiz is standing behind a tree, and Pocket flies by, and Paldiz captures Pocket in his hand, and he goes, "See, I told you. I guess for the next 45 minutes you'll have to stay like this. So I'll just take you with me."
Was it a jar?
I did ask for 25 hours. I'm sorry. But 45 minutes later, you guys enter camp and you are now full-size Pocket.
Oh,
Right.
glorious.
Sorry,
That's all right,
I
man.
told you. I could
Everybody
track.
tried.
but this wasn't. I didn't need you to find me. I needed you to find something for me.
I understand. I was just trying to show you that I could fly, or I could find even a fly in the forest.
Well, then let's go back out there and find what we need to find.
Sure. What are we looking for?
I'm not sure yet.
What?
Well, that sounds intriguing.
Touche.
So Paldiz will say, I've never found something that I wasn't. Well, what's the word?
Let's leave the encampment, and then I will tell you.
Okay, so you guys leave.
And then I'm gonna tell him.
Okay, he'll say they're not indigenous to this area,
What?
but I do know someplace where you might be able to find one. He kind of gets a smile, like a sly smirk on his face. I wonder, have you ever heard of the spirit realm?
I can go there.
Yes.
Have you ever seen it?
I believe very briefly I've stepped foot in there.
Oh,
He's dying.
I think that's where we'll start. Why don't we teach you about opening yourself up to the spirit realm?
Can you teach
Okay,
me?
so now 7 days after that, you're waking up.
All right.
Sesamin is in your room.
Oh, dear Lord, I'm a tangent. I know we got off on the wrong hand here, but I will say whatever I need so you will not whip me again like you did before.
Trust and believe. I truly am sorry. I did not mean to almost kill you. There was a lot happening, and I wasn't in the right frame of mind, being tortured and whatnot.
Apologies for giving. Where can a Nator get a drink around here?
Why don't we go grab some ale?
I'm afraid your kind's not welcome.
Wow. Okay, I'm out. Bye.
Wow. So yeah. So why don't, we can grab a drink.
No droids here.
But roll insight.
Okay.
First
First roll.
roll of the
Yeah,
night.
literally first roll of the night, and it's almost over.
There you go.
Hey, you're awake though.
Good. At least I am awake.
Oh yeah,
Write that
and remember
down.
that
Did I
your speed
already
is at
cook?
1. Your speed's at 1.
Wait, this is for insight. Oh yes.
I have one question.
What is it?
Yeah,
Did I-
speed, strength,
Did I learn to cook?
Getting that, so
agility.
that would be
It's rough.
we gotta clear real fast. Right?
Yeah.
So
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 7, and normally my insight's 18.
But what's your speed?
My speed's normally 6, so it's 1 now. So
So you technically rolled a 2.
that's you.
Yeah. What's that?
So 2 plus 2.
That's 20.
20. Yeah.
You rolled a 20. You can't find anything. Sesamin will say, "Oh, that's right. I had something for you here." And he will give you what appears to be some sort of scale.
Money. A dragon.
And so
Talon.
he'll hand it to you, and he'll say, "This is mine, but I want to give this to you."
Exactly. Yes, this, if I may ask.
It is a scale.
Oh.
Papa's favorite.
This
pet.
may be weird, but I can tell you more about it over that drink that you said you would like to go grab.
Brenda, I would appreciate that very much at this point.
Sure. So you
When
guys
we
are
become
talking
Yeah.
as you go and get some ale.
There's the-
So once you get the ale, he'll say, "This may seem weird, but well, I'll need you to ingest the scale."
Ow.
So how long was I out again?
For a very long time.
You know, just to avoid getting hit in the face again, I'm gonna do this one time.
I won't hit you either way, but sure.
He said
How
that.
big is the scale?
It's small.
Can I put it down with some ale or no?
Yeah.
Screw it, I'm just gonna put it in my ale and just
Take it right.
down the whole.
Take it right.
As soon as you do that, as soon as you do that, your birthmark spreads across your entire body, and instead of it being black, it spreads and it's now like pure white.
What in the sweet?
And as soon as that happens, your eyes lose their pupils, and now it's just red.
Green lightning.
What did you do to me?
I did nothing. I wanted to apologize, and I know you don't really know much about me, but I wanted to also say thank you for at least helping get me out of that enchantment.
Well, I do know how it feels to be imprisoned. I can say that much.
You do?
Most Nators are born into slavery, so our prisons are on our chest at the moment of birth.
I see. How ironic. You're the one who has a prison on their chest, and yet my heart feels imprisoned.
Well, I've freed myself from those shackles many years ago.
Mm.
You must do the same. But at least you are, at least physically free at the moment.
Yes, but responsibility calls. And we begin drinking ale with you again, and we'll cut to Jurgen and Naran. You have learned the recipe.
Ed, hear me out. I can now make a 5-star steak if I tried.
No. That is not what he taught you.
He just turned him into Gordon Ramsay.
Oh my gosh.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored.
What if you did sponsor us?
But on this day, you are now moving on to foraging.
Okay.
Um,
Ramsey, if you want to sponsor.
You have now opened yourself up to the spirit realm, and it's sort of an overwhelming sight when you begin to see the many different spirits that are around you.
Wait, is he going to be able to enter it and I'm not? I've been investing for like years. And
Let's fight him.
You've been looking into it though. I mean, you've been able to open yourself up. So
I know, but
he hasn't.
he has to go in to catch one, so he must learn to live.
I mean, you don't even know what he's looking for.
I do.
Okay.
He's looking for an animal to be his friend. He doesn't
Oh,
have
yeah, he does want that.
So, you find many animal spirits around you.
Hey,
You try to.
just a warning: the squirrels are not nice.
You try to reach out and touch one, but you cannot. You cannot interact with them. Mephiboa, go ahead and give me a D12 roll.
A 7. I keep rolling 7.
Okay. So from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., you are practicing with Telemarna until you're completely trained. Like just every day for the past 8 days, you've been practicing your ability this entire time. You, with your circlet, have just been around adventuring, checking in on the party.
Checking in. Hey, guys.
Yeah. Is there anyone in particular that you want to spend the majority of the 8 days with?
Me, because I can cook. I was scared.
Is there anyone that specializes in ranged or like archery or anything?
Yeah, there are Dragonauts that do. If you want, you can actually go into the training. They have a training area where there's like targets and stuff from the back, and there's like moving targets and stuff.
I would like
and
to
things
go
where
there.
you can like hit in between moving obstacles and stuff like that.
Say I'm gonna go work there.
That's what you want to do for the next 8 days. Just kind of like really getting your aim
Either
precise.
that, or if there's someone that can help me with my spell dominance.
Well, Telmarna's kind of gone at the moment, so I guess.
Then I'll go with the range attack.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So you're just honing it in, and in fact,
Just
on
shooting it
day 5, you're like impressing some of the Dragonauts,
Oh, sweet.
just trick shotting through stuff.
I mean, let's be honest. I did it on day 1.
What was that?
15.
You have made 15 gold pieces in those days through various bets that they said that you would not be able to hit, and you were able to make.
Did he lose it?
Well,
No.
He
He won
gained
all
15.
bets.
He
I
gained
lost
15
it,
gold.
This guy's in the background. Lydia's right yet again.
With
all
that,
about
we
the
will
money with
stop
you.
there. It's a good place to leave a cliffhanger for Cam Fam. Cam Fam, thank you for joining us for another installment of Essence of EverLore. It's been real. It's been fun. I got a couple of questions for these guys. Question numero uno. What did Sesamin do to Vogler?
He forgot the oregano.
Dear Lord.
what did he do to
Yeah.
Vogler?
Yeah.
When he touched him, he healed him.
When he like prayed over him,
He
or,
got.
touched on
He
his.
gave him some paprika.
I feel like you just apologized.
Well, am I allowed to answer this?
He
Yeah,
fed.
you can.
So
He fed
I
him
feel
a
like
scale.
he gave me some kind of like, I don't know, some kind of magical scale that ended up affecting my birthmark in some way. I can't say if it made me stronger or anything, but it did somehow affect my birthmark,
Oh,
and
that.
it did cause my birthmark to spread and become something different than what it used to be.
Are we talking about the scale or when he was in the cover?
Anything.
I
I
think
just
he healed
asked.
him
It
when
was
he in
broad.
the cover.
Wait,
Okay.
is the tavern large?
And with the scale,
That's large enough.
I think he gave him like
There was no reason
Like,
for me to ask that.
a
It's
buff.
fine.
like more strength. Like the strength of a dragon.
He messed with his pupils.
Yes.
Okay.
I think he felt bad about how it happened, and he was basically apologizing.
Sorry for accidentally killing you.
Sorry for whipping you directly in the face.
I'm sorry for accidentally killing you.
Okay.
It's like a birthday. It's,
Um,
it's like an
but
apology
you did
card.
come back.
Sorry, I stabbed you that many times.
Well, he only attacked you once.
I know.
Sorry,
That was sufficient.
That's-
Actually,
That's like getting a sorry card saying sorry I
What
shot
do
you in the leg.
what do you think is going on with Sesamin?
he has a duty.
Okay.
He said that.
Yeah.
And his duty is
Okay,
important.
we're getting into
It's important to the storyline in some way.
Okay.
We're getting into hard hitting questions here.
Yay.
And the storyline is important because
No, that's not really an answer at all.
hey, everything I said so far is true.
It is
It can't be
technically
proven.
true, but it is also literally what I was saying.
Well,
There's
it
no
was important
inference.
to the storyline
No guessing.
because
what was the
he
question?
has a duty.
What do you think is going on with Sesamin?
He
I
can't
think
not do
No,
it.
it's not.
Sesamin was the one that
Yeah,
gave
me
him
and
the
him,
drink.
Yeah.
me and him were drinking.
I think that he is trying to
Not that.
befriend Vogler.
Okay.
Like make an alliance with.
Okay.
When he was talking about like a very important duty that I had, I do believe that like he said like he feels like he has like a cage around his he feels cage around his heart or something like that. I feel like the original reason why he went out there is just theory, but the original reason why he went out there in the first place was to search for something or someone of great importance to him,
Okay.
and he still has not found it. Like
Okay.
that's just my theory.
That's
Okay.
better than mine.
I feel like Sesamin is the juvenile of the Dragonauts. He's the youngest one. He's I don't think he's necessarily a Dragonaut because whenever I was talking to Ghost Companion, asking to find a Dragonaut, he really didn't know what I was talking about, but he kept saying that there was this other guy. And I feel like Sessman's just trying to figure out what to do with all the power that he has.
Okay.
I don't know.
I love that.
At least he's honest.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, last but not least, who do you think got the most training in today?
Not me for sure.
I feel like I got
Not the boa.
I feel like
You
I
think
got
not the
it.
boa?
Well,
Okay.
my dad was doing that trick shot.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
I was getting my beauty
And-
sleep.
You
My
probably
dad-
need to go back to sleep, buddy.
Right point. Good night.
Naradin probably did,
Oh yeah,
but we
he's
didn't
1 second.
necessarily get to his end result.
Mhm.
More like just
This
like
is day one. I learned to make like
cooking lessons.
the mother of all foods.
It's not the mother of all food. It's very, very good food.
Well, if I could do that in a day, who knows what else I could do?
I think it was 8 days.
You can start a forest fire. We know that for sure.
Wow.
I don't need training
I
for
feel
that.
like
Somebody seems a little upset.
I feel like I
I
got
don't need
the
no
most
training for that. It's a natural born skill.
That's called starting a fire.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Metapoo.
Okay, okay.
Rate my book, RC
Yeah.
for
So I
Dummies.
think that I did the best role play.
You know what? I will actually give you.
Self-vote.
I'll give you one for role playing.
I was a fly.
I got a drink. I drink my sorrows away.
I had to role play as a fly.
Pocket was a fly,
And
and
I showed up later in
you
a spot
didn't
that I wasn't
notice
supposed
this,
to.
That
but
was
the
funny.
entire time he was sucking on sugar packets in order to get more
He was just
into.
there. He was trying to
I
really
was
channel
down with
in.
energy.
Channel in the fly.
Yeah, yeah.
He kept buzzing it. He kept smacking into a window for 3 hours straight. Just
Somebody open the door. Somebody open the door.
That's hilarious. I'll give you one for being a fly too.
Thanks.
did I give
I'll
one-
give
did I give away my
3
sorrows?
for the answers.
3.
Yes.
Oh,
Do you
wow.
know?
And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna roll a d10, and whoever that is. Okay, so here's what it is. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different dice.
4.
Sweet.
Okay, each dice is dedicated to a person,
4. I'd go with 4.
and then I'm going to roll a d10. Whoever that person is, they have to roll and use that specific dice.
Okay.
Okay.
So wait. So you roll a d10. Who's 1, 2?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. We want 10. We
4.
want. What is it?
I don't know.
I know.
Oh, it's a 10. Sweet.
Is it?
It's a 0.
Wow. Wow. It is a 10.
Yeah.
So,
You get to roll a d12.
There you go.
Do you
Roll
wanna use
that.
Hephaestus calls it.
He's gonna roll 1.
well,
Wait, don't do. Well,
Thanks.
maybe I should take mine back and you use yours.
You know, you know,
If he's calling ones
for
on
good
mine.
old sake, I'm gonna
You
go.
gotta use that die.
No, I'm calling
gonna
a
go ahead and
one.
use Mojo die.
No. Okay.
You got it.
Mojo.
11.
Wait. Can you confirm that?
That is an 11.
Okay.
Hey,
wait,
that's
roll
2
mine.
ones. I was
You wanna
close.
roll yours?
Yeah. Let's see what you would have done. Oh, it was meant. It was another
That's
11.
an 11.
That's an 11.
11,
So
11.
regardless, it was 11. So you guys got
Hey.
11.
Listen,
Nice. I went over 600.
Hey!
No, I think you did too.
There we go. So, Ken Fam, thank you for joining
No,
us for
I have
another installment
96.
of Essence of
Did you add the
EverLore.
3?
yeah.
Did you also add the ones during the session that I was telling you about?
Yeah.
Where I was like +1 for this and +1 for that because you
You
guessed
got
some things.
At
and
least
plus
2
one.
+1s.
Yeah,
No.
I think I said it 3 times.
Go
I'm
to
at
600.
99.
Oh, so when you confirm, then you.
Yeah,
You're
when we
there, and
confirm
then you
next
roll
week,
that.
you're at 600.
So, Cam Fam, be sure to check us out on
200
Bandcamp.
unused.
God, buddy.
Dude, we got to do something about that.
And
Cam-
remember,
you were gonna
any
get
famous
merch.
chefs who want to sponsor, call me.
Oh gosh. Because
606.
we got we've got manchildltd.com ready for you to go ahead and check out our gear, our merch, and other things that help you get started playing the game and stuff. So go ahead and check that out. We've got our social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, TikTok, and Discord. EverLore Game. Go ahead and look us up on our social medias. Like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. Whatever. We love to talk to you guys, and we love that communication back and forth with the community. So, Cam Fam, be sure to check us out there. We've got a YouTube channel called Manchild. It's actually EverLore Game now. It's not. It's EverLore Game. But go ahead and put EverLore Game in the search bar. Our YouTube channel will show up. Go ahead and hit that bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload videos. CamFam, we have our Twitch streams. It's Mondays and Thursday nights. Mondays 6:45 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's twitch.tv/Essence of Everlore. And then Thursdays with Wahuru, a different band of warriors. That's Thursday night, 6:50 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that'll be twitch.tv/EverLore Game. CamFam, it's been real. It's been fun. And remember, no matter who you are,
This game is for you.
that's right, CamFam. We'll see you later.
I'm gonna roll all these dice. Right?
100.
4 billion. You're wrong.
4